Why some women become bold and how men contribute to it. In this video, we'll break down step by step why some women develop bold behaviors and the mistakes men often make that lead to this. Many men end up wondering, why has she become so bold? Without realizing that their own actions played a significant role in creating this dynamic. One of the most popular sayings is, the less you show a woman you love her, the more she likes you. And honestly, there's truth to it. When a man constantly spoils a woman, does everything for her, and caters to all her whims, his actions often lose value. It's not that the woman is bad or ungrateful. This is just basic human psychology, a concept many don't fully understand. That's why it's important to use effective strategies in relationships, which I'll discuss shortly. The way you behave with a woman will shape how she treats and responds to you. Understanding human behavior through a work analogy. To illustrate this, let's use an example. Imagine you're working at a factory, earning $40,000 a year, and have a $20,000 mortgage. You're afraid of losing your job, so how do you interact with your boss? Most likely, you'd be obedient and avoid contradicting him. Now, if you decide to approach your boss politely to ask for a raise or promotion, you might come across as overly nervous, like someone who's never done it before. This dynamic mirrors how many men approach women. They overcompensate, act overly polite, and fail to assert themselves. But with your coworkers, it's different. You might joke with them, disagree, or even call them out if they're wrong. Why the difference? Because it all comes down to status and significance. Your attitude towards someone is shaped by how important you perceive them to be. When overinvestment backfires. In relationships, we see a similar pattern. Many women don't appreciate the relentless efforts men put in to impress them. Even when a man is doing his absolute best, sacrificing his time, energy, and resources, some women perceive it as either insufficient or simply take it for granted. The problem starts small. By bending over backward to meet her every need, you risk being labeled as a weak man who doesn't deserve her respect or attention. To prevent this, it's crucial to recognize and avoid certain behaviors and phrases that can lead to this outcome. Phrases and actions to avoid. I'll do anything for you. If you say things like this, especially after a disagreement, you're setting yourself up as someone willing to tolerate disrespect. Whether it's insults, unkind behavior, or lack of consideration, letting these actions slide only reinforces her belief that she can behave however she wants. I'm ready to take care of you completely. This phrase is often said early in relationships. While it might sound appealing initially, it can create an unhealthy dynamic where your financial support becomes expected rather than appreciated. When a man tolerates small instances of bold or disrespectful behavior, it often snowballs into larger issues. Over time, this creates a toxic environment where it becomes nearly impossible to reestablish respect or balance in the relationship. The danger of overgiving. Many men believe that by providing full financial support, they'll secure loyalty and affection. While this might work temporarily, human nature often leads to complacency. If your efforts are taken for granted, the relationship can become unbalanced and resentment may build. When financial difficulties arise, or if the man can no longer provide the same level of support, the relationship may falter. Women who have grown accustomed to this dynamic might leave, not because of a lack of love, but because they've started to see his support as an entitlement rather than a choice. Final thoughts. It's essential to maintain a balance in relationships. Mutual respect and understanding should always be the foundation. Avoid overcompensating, and remember that how you position yourself from the beginning will set the tone for the entire relationship.